Being broke doesn't mean you failed, it just means you're early in your story. When you're broke, everything slows down, time stretches, days feel heavy. You count bills more than blessings, you think about your next meal more than your next move. But being broke, that's where it all begins. I know what that feels like. Edmonton, minus 20 degrees outside, truck won't start, and I've got $43 left till Friday. Half a tank in the car, half a carton of eggs in the fridge, and no backup plan. But I still had to show up because that's how you deal when you decide to build something real.
Yo, if I could do it, then why can't you? Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking it first. You can't tell me that I won't make it. Knew that I had the skills since birth.
Nobody talks about how heavy it feels when you're broke. It's not just about the money, it's the mental toll. The feeling that the world's moving faster than you can keep up with. When you're broke, your phone feels like an enemy. Notifications that remind you of bills, friends posting vacations, people bragging about success you can't afford to dream about yet. But here's what I learned. The ones who win aren't born with more, they just refuse to stay stuck. I started in HVAC, 18 bucks an hour, no degree, no inheritance, no side door into success, just a willingness to learn and the fear of being broke. I remember my first winter on the job, the pipes froze on a job site and my boss told me to fix it or figure it out. I stood there with my hands freezing and my brain screaming, but when I got it done, when the heat came back, it felt like winning the lottery. Not because of the pay, not because I figured it out. That's what broke teaches you. You become dangerous because you learn how to adapt.
Ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black and rich. She tryna sell me lies, bitch. I ain't buying suit. If we ain't talk.
The hardest part about being broke isn't just surviving, it's watching fake success on your screen. You start believing that maybe you're behind because you're not making 10K a month yet, but every success you see online is edited. Nobody shows the 10 years it took to build it. They show the 1 second it looks perfect. I used to scroll through that stuff on lunch breaks, watching people say, money's easy if you want it that bad. I'd look at my frozen sandwich and laugh. The truth is, money comes slow because discipline comes slow. Everyone wants a shortcut, but shortcuts rob you of foundation. There was a guy I used to know, call him Rico, worked beside me for 3 months, always talking big, crypto, NFTs, fast money, sports bets, every week in a new move. 6 months later, he was calling me for gas money, and I remember thinking, fast fades, slow lasts. The people chasing wins always disappear. The ones building slow, you'll see them 10 years later, calm, free, and unbothered.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in.
The hardest part of staying motivated when you're broke is the silence. No one's clapping for you when you choose discipline. Nobody celebrates the days you showed up tired. You work quietly and it feels like nobody's noticing. And here's the secret, the universe does notice. The days that look boring are building you. The moments that feel empty are carving your patience. There's this idea that motivation is a spark, but sparks die fast. Discipline is the flame that keeps it burning. That was my routine for 2 years. Work, eat, sleep, invest, repeat, and it felt endless until one day it wasn't. I checked my investment app on a random Tuesday, $300,000, not overnight, not viral. This time, it was just a matter of time. That's when I realized when you move slow, nobody notices you at first, but one day they can't ignore you anymore.
Yeah. Niggas get punched in the face with some TLC shit on a dead guy. Some TLC shit, cause my nigga, you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye.
A few months ago, I met a guy named Sam at a local coffee shop. He's older, 50s, worn down jacket, hands like sandpaper. We talked about work. Turns out he'd been a mechanic for 30 years. He said something that stuck with me. He said, you don't stay broke by being broke. You stay broke by staying bitter. That line absolutely hit me. He said he used to hate seeing people win, but when he started learning from them instead of envying them, things shifted. He began fixing cars on weekends, built a small customer list, eventually opened a little garage. Nothing fancy, but his daughter's in college now, debt-free. That conversation reminded me you can't build wealth with resentment, only with movement.
4 a.m. I'm out here smoking on the nudie. I see the sun rise, now it's time to keep it moving. You niggas ain't a threat, who you thought you was before.
When you're broke, you learn things the rich forget. Hunger, humility, and gratitude. You learn how to stretch a dollar. You learn that comfort kills progress. You learn that every small win counts. There's this myth that rich people are different. They're not. They're just people who got comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's the skill broke people already have. They just do not realize it. If you can work tired, you can build rich. If you can save when you're broke, you'll multiply when you're up. There's a quiet moment in every journey when it finally clicks. You stop chasing hype. You stop comparing. You start creating your own timeline. I used to look at rich people and feel miles away. Now I look at them and think, we're on the same path. I just started later. The moment you stop trying to look successful and start acting successful, everything shifts. Your circle changes. Your habits tighten. Your peace gets expensive. And that's when you realize being broke wasn't a curse. It was the best training you ever had. But just to let you guys know, don't let being broke make you better. Let it make you better. You're not behind, you're building. Every late shift, every small save, every quiet night, it all stacks. People who chase fast success burn bright and die quick, but the ones who stay steady, they last. You don't need luck. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to keep showing up. Remember, stay patient, stay grounded. Quiet money always wins. And I appreciate your time. Stay sexy. Like the video, all that. Take care. And I'm out. Peace.
More money, more problems. More guns, more